It's all over, lawbreaker. Your spree is at an end. I'll take any stolen goods you have. The next move is yours. Pay your fine, or I'll haul you away.
Testing. 1 to 3 testing. This is unfair.
It's all over, lawbreaker.
Oh, Jesus.
Your spree is at an end. Take any stolen goods you have. Next move is yours.
Okay, what's happening here?
1 to 3
testing.
Here's the procedure. We go to the castle. First we search you, confiscate any stolen goods.
No, sir. Gosh darn it. I absolutely hate it. This is so dumb. No. There's no way they can arrest me if all I was doing was moving a vase. I was just moving a vase. I wasn't gonna steal it. I was moving it because it was in the middle of my very expensive room. Now I'm gonna have to go here. This autosave before I move the broken vase in my room. Yes, this should be fine. Okay, I moved that because it's like in the middle of the way and it triggers my OCD. But for some reason the game thinks I'm stealing it and it kinda sucks. I kinda dig the... Oh, you grab your sword like that? That was pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that. Is this a remastered thing? This sort of like monk blades look, kind of like pulling some sort of a Joffre style. I'm kind of liking it. Hello? Are you gonna arrest me? I haven't even moved it yet. Why? Oh my god. Lovely Oblivion bugs, man. Why? What are you doing? I literally loaded, like, okay. Good.
Stop! You violated
Oh,
the law.
Jesus Christ.
Court a fine or serve
No. No.
Then pay with your blood.
Let's see if I can actually take it. It's actually really strong. Yo, sword spell is actually really good. Okay, so my stamina is drained.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Oh, I got him! Nice! Yo, the absorb spell is totally good. No, this is not who I am. Darn it. Sludging. Oh, I see what happened here. So this was like the first time that I came into it. Okay, I have to be very careful with this. I'm a little bit confused. Does it? It's got to be this one. I think this should be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna do a new save. My saves are gonna be all messed up. I cannot be a thief. I'm not a thief. I didn't try to. It's just dumb. Other than this, I haven't even rented the room here yet. Have I? No. This should be good. Wait. Yes. This is good.
Yes?
I would like to rent a
Why,
room.
yes, I do. Excellent. The room is on the floor upstairs, at the west end of the hall. I do hope you rest well.
Yep.
Take care.
I like good life, what can I say? I always, like, I've always loved the Thai Receptive Hotel. It's so beautiful, it's so nice, it feels just like, it's good. But yeah, because I wanted to sit there, and this thing is in the middle of it, this is why I moved it, but it thinks that I'm gonna steal it, so I'm just gonna kick it, I guess. Okay, one last save, just to make sure that there are no issues happening. I guess I was saying I dig this, kind of like the robed, sort of blade, sort of monk, sort of Keanu Reeves, sort of, I don't know, I like it. Okay, so where was I? Beautiful arts, like all these little things just amaze me about Oblivion so much. It's so good. The master looks so good. So anyway, I've been doing the whole thing about commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes. Because I've been finding the first time that I played Oblivion, I remember reading these things. I literally remember like going into like rooms and just sitting down and reading, and I thought it was so amazing. But like I played Oblivion 10 years ago when Oblivion was already 10 years old. And I was just thinking so amazing, so interesting that you can just like read on all these weird things. But now that I've done like a lot of more work, I was already doing a little bit of research, but now I've done so much research on the things that I talk about, like the afterlife and so on and so forth. It's a little too late. Now that I read it, I find it so amazing because I think it's literally the truth wanting to come out through the creativity of the people who write these laws. It comes out through Star Wars and the whole idea of the Force. It comes out through World of Warcraft and the idea of the light. It comes out through the Elder Scrolls and all this convoluted universe mixing up in the Elder Scrolls, then the Ether and Ethereus and the Orbis and whatnot. It's very, very interesting. I think I read it last time, but I didn't find anything very interesting. I don't think so. But I was very tired, so I always like to reread it when I'm fresh. See if I can find something interesting. So it always helps to have a Guinness by your side when you're reading the Mysterium Xarxes. Okay, Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, Book 4 by Mankar Cameron. May the holder of the fourth key know, hard thereby, Mondexterine was once ruled over solely by the tyrant Druid Kings. Mondexterine, I love how they kind of mix in these Latin sort of terms. I don't know if it's actually Latin, but it sounds like Latin, it feels like Latin. It's very interesting. Each to their own dominion, and border wars fought between their slave oceans. They were akin to the time totems of old, yet evil and full of mockery and profane powers. No one that lived did so outside of the sufferance of the Druze. I think the Druze were these like crab people that you find the Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if any other Elder Scrolls show them or have them as NPCs. I give my soul to the Magna G, saith the joyous in paradise, for they created Maroons, the Razor in secret, in the very bowels of League, the domain of the upstart who vanishes. Though they came from diverse waters, each gets shared sole purpose to artifice, a prince of good, spinning his likeness in random swat, and imbuing him with Oblivion's most precious and scarce asset, hope. Oblivion's most precious and scarce asset, hope. They're talking about the runes Dagon bringing hope to Oblivion, perhaps because Oblivion is some sort of an imperfect heaven, of an imperfect. So the realms of Oblivion, the realms of the Daedras is the essence of the Daedras and the power of the Daedras, which create these realms, but the Daedra being imperfect themselves, unlike the Aedra, and being corrupted somehow, they make these very imperfect versions of even what Tamriel would be. Tamriel created by the Aedra as a perfect place, as some sort of a platform for maybe a higher cause, maybe an interesting experiment where they gave everything they had to create Tamriel, to create their reality, while the Daedra merely tried to imitate it. If you think about the ideal masters, how they create this version in the soul cairn, which is sort of like a very deformed version of Earth. It's quite interesting. Now, it mentions the Magna G here. I do have to Google that because I don't remember. I have an idea of what it is. Like, it's the primordial forces, I think. The way that the Aelids call them. I'm just gonna Google it just to be completely sure here. Magna G. Magnus is the sun, the largest hole in Oblivion. So the largest hole in Oblivion and the gateway to magic. So wait, is the sun in Oblivion? Magnus was present at the creation of the mortal plane, and in fact, was its architects. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They created the mortal plane, the gods did. Lorcan was its advocate and inspiration. Historic for ME2500 Stargear. Nirn was a magical place and highly unstable to the first mortals. Magnus then left, some say in disgust, and Oblivion filled in the void with the void. The escape was not easy, and tatters of Magnus remain in the firmament as stars. I keep saying it. I have that short where I talk about the Barless Suns and how these stars and all these crystals that you find in the world of the Elder Scrolls are fragments of this magic, this magical whole sort of Ethereus itself. It's the source of all magic. Now, this whole idea that in the early stages of Nirn, everything was magic and quote-unquote unstable is a very interesting concept, because when you go, as I said, I do this research on the afterlife and altered states of consciousness and the paranormal and so on and so forth. When you go into the stories, when you go into the theories, when you go into the experiences that people have, they say that when they go to this astral realm, either to an out-of-body experience or when they die and they have a near-death experience, they can create with their minds, they create their own heavens, they create their own situations. Like a dream, but it's not a dream. They say it's more real than reality. So this whole idea that it is unstable and it is filled with magic like Ethereus is, it's very interesting, because even one of the reasons why we're supposed to be here, and I mean going beyond the lore, going into the actual real life theories of why life exists and why the material world exists, is because we are here to learn to use our thoughts to create matter, to create our situations, to create our societies through our thoughts, which we put into action, which we mold and we pull forward. And then you have all these woo theories with the law of attraction and whatnot, but it has a precedent to it, where your thoughts lead to a destination, lead to creating something. But as I said, people say they die and they create it straight away. Now, I'm gonna, for the random people who watches this video, I'm gonna give you a little interesting tidbit. If you go into the first UFO files and some of the first contact stories from, I think, Rosie McDonald, I don't know, they contacted this being, Roswell, and they found this alien, and this alien told Rosie Mac, whatever her name was, I cannot remember. And you can Google this and you can find videos on this and you can find the letters and everything, where she was in the military and then she later came out and told her story, and it was very secretive because they didn't allow her to talk. And supposedly this alien didn't communicate with anybody but her, telepathically, of course, because this is what happens in other states of consciousness. And this alien told her exactly that all beings and all souls create their own worlds outside in the ether, and Earth is some sort of a prison of sorts for having souls in prison, so or either as a reformation thing for them to control their thoughts, or something of that nature, because souls cannot be killed, so we cannot really kill humans, their souls, so they trap them here. But in the outside, everybody can create their own worlds. We have this in some area of the research. We have this in near-death experiences. We have this in out-of-body experiences. We have this in our lores and fantasies as a part of the subconscious human mind. Can we create our own heavens? I don't know. That was an interesting tangent. Yeah, okay, so the Magna G, oh yeah, because before in prehistoric times, Tamriel was magical, and you tie the whole idea of Atlantis and whatnot, and before the earlier civilizations, they were magic and so on and so forth. I'll go into that another day when I go deeper into the Magna G or something. But okay, the Magna G, also known as Magna G, Children of Magnus, Star Orphans, a group of Et Ada, followed Magnus into Aetherius when he fled Mundus during the Dawn Era. Interesting. So he fled into Aetherius, where Magnus tore a hole through Oblivion into Aetherius, a hole through Oblivion into Aetherius, which later became the Sun. So yes, I am correct in my assessment that Oblivion is some sort of an astral space, what people call the astral, which is not really a heaven but the in-between of sorts. It's a bardo, but according to the concepts of the Buddhists. So Magna G tore smaller holes which became the stars. The Magna G are now synonymous with the stars which they had created. Some say what is left of Magnus in the world is felt and controlled by mortals as magic. So this is how the Elder Scrolls explains its magic. Oh man, it's so good. It's like you have no idea how true all of this is. It's not quite as magic as throwing a fireball, or it has to do with thinking and consciousness and thoughts and thought forms. It's more akin to that. Very interesting. Come. Deathlessly, I intone from paradise. Maroons the thief taker, maroons God's body, maroons the red arms that went up, Numancia, liberty. Deathlessly, without that, deathlessly, I intone from paradise. Guys, so he is already in immortality, bringing praise to Maroon's Dagon, who he calls Maroon's God's body. So he is very fervent about Maroon's Dagon. That would be a falsity, because if there was true freedom, a true Numancia, there would be no masters but oneself. If you truly achieve the Kim, which is the void before creation, in order to make your own creation, to be in deathlessly, you would have no masters. And I not these days shall come again, my novitiates, for as Maroons threw down a league and cracked his face, declaring each of the 19 and 9 oceans free, so shall he crack the serpent crown of the side of the ills and make federation. I think this is just about the plain all just trying to invade the world of mortals and so on and so forth. All will change in these days as it was changed in those for wit by the magic world. Numancia, a great rebellion, rose up and pulled down the towers of King El Karjik. Changing these days as it was changing those for with the magic board Numancia. As I said, Numancia is, I think it's equivalent with freedom from the corporeal world, from matter. A great rebellion rose up and pulled down the towers of King El Karjig, and the Templars of the upstarts were slaughtered, and blood fell like dew from the upper wards down to the lowest pits, where the slaves with maniacal faces, took chains and teeth to their jailers, and all hope was brushed free. Your dawn listens, my lord. Let all the Orbis know itself to be free. Maroons is calm. There's no dominion, save free will. Okay, so he doesn't see Maroon's Dagon as his master. He sees Maroon's Dagon as free will. So this is the whole story of the fallen angel, because supposedly, according to the story, both in like the real theories and also the mythologies of the fallen angels, the idea is that there was this perfect realm of light, this heaven, this perfection, this God, this light. If we might think about it in terms of the Elder Scrolls lore, there was Anu in its perfection, everything that is intelligent, everything that is love, everything that is perfection. And then, since it was only that, it created Padme, chaos, in order to see what he was not and to reaffirm what he was not. And these beings, which were created by Anu, we may call them angels in the real story, fell down, went and created something different. And this is the God of the Bible in Gnosticism. This is Yaldabaoth, which Yaldabaoth in a sense would be like Maroon's Dagon, being the godhead of this, or Moloch Ball maybe, being the godhead of these fallen angels, which wanted to create this free will away from the perfection of heaven, because perhaps they had a better idea, or they just wanted to experience something else. In a sense, we have this idea of duality, the good and evil, good and bad, and so on and so forth. But in a deeper term, in a world, in a reality where death is not actually real, and even the most atrocious thing that can happen in the material world is simply an illusion, this game of being not the perfection of the heavens becomes an interesting experiment, and there's complicity between both parts. And it's quite complex. I might drive into it. I'm gonna use these arguments in my real channel, in my real theories, in my real books, because this is one way to explain it. Probably a little bit too advanced for Elder Scrolls lore, but I think this is actually helping me figure some things out. Okay, suns were riven as your red legions moved from League to the hinterlands of Chill, a legion for each cat, and Curry was thrown down, and Yaff was thrown down, and Hormagail was crushed with cold salt, forevermore called Whore, so shall it be again under the time of Gates, under the Myers Malbius, thrown down, that old city of chains, slaked in new bone warmed and set free. Galg and more Galg thrown down together in a single night of day. Shall it be again under the time of Gates? Time of Gates. Nothing but woe for NRN, which has become the pit and 7 curses on its Jew. Berme ni Mok. For it the crusades would be as my lord's creation, get by the G, to do as thou wilt, of no fetters but your own conscience. Know that your hell is broken, people of Orbis, and praise the Numancia, which is liberty. Very interesting indeed. They literally want to show, so they think that this is very Gnostic. This is what I didn't know this the first time that I played Oblivion, but now that I know more things, I can see the Gnosticism just exuding from everything Oblivion. The whole idea that creation and the material world, the world of a reality or physical reality, is some sort of a hell that is meant to be broken, and the people of the Orbis are gonna be set free. So the people of the Orbis is not just the material reality, but it goes beyond. It's Ethereus, it's Oblivion, it's all of creation into something else, something that goes even beyond the astral. it is very, very interesting. I had some very interesting revelations by reading this for my real theories, just trying to justify evil and to understand the deeper meaning of existence. So I absolutely love this game. This is insane. There is commentaries for. Let's see how it all plays out. Oh, my mysticism increased. I appreciate that. I think I gotta do intelligence because there are some very interesting. But strength is I don't want to be big. Calvin intelligence, strength, and personality. So I wanted to have at least 50 personality. Yeah, that seems about right. Termina can help. Stuck to Termina. I'm gonna lie, I'm really digging the rope. This rope. How come I cannot talk to him? Spun in.
Good afternoon.
Can I talk to her? Oh, it's bugged. How come I cannot talk to people?
What do you want?
Oh, I can talk to them.
Good day.
Yeah. Wait.
What? My name is Anchor Safranius. I do whatever comes to hand. Or nothing when I can afford it. Goodbye.
I cannot talk to him then.
It's you, the hero of Kavach.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Hello.
You have my ear, citizen. Oh, hello.
I have everything for the budding. What can I interest you in? Goodbye. I have everything for... Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. That's a fair deal. Thank you. Come again. Be seeing you.
You've come to divine elegance because you care about what you wear. And Paloneria has what you want, or no one has. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in? You drive a hard bargain. You got a great deal there. Thank you. Come again. Good day.
I should take off my shoes and tell it to her. Okay. I'll allow.
Edgar Vautrin, you don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap. Let's do business.
I kind of want to do conjuration, but it's like something evil that I shouldn't do. I should save that for later. Bound dagger. It's actually cool. How strong is the dagger though? Yeah, I really gotta get this one. Just cool.
I appreciate your business. Goodbye.
What is it? Do I just have it?
Hi. Do you know Mend? I.
Rumor has it that he'll teach others to pick locks.
I've heard fine.
Good day.
Take care. I don't know which is which. Still, it's a good shot they run. Easy.
Yo, that's... I dig that. Can I bounce? Can I do the dagger? And then do something else like, let's say, we'll do this. Can I fight?
Have you ever had a meal at the feed
Oh,
back?
hell yeah, I can totally do
Try not
that.
to eat there. At least since the last time.
Yes.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent
That's
in
just cool.
Somerset Isle.
It seems Somerset Isle has become much more dangerous.
Maybe like a general store.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier.
Say, you look like someone that could help us out. Having a bit of trouble with another merchant in town who goes by the name Thorinir.
Oh, sir, not right now.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
This.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
I kind of want to sell my claymore. Since I already got the Kabir Katana, but I don't really want to sell the claymore. I have to sell it. Darn it.
That seems a fair price. That's a fair deal. An excellent bargain. A good price for a good customer. Come back and see me again. Farewell.
Hi there.
Go
So,
ahead, I'm
have you
listening.
bet on any arena matches lately?
Of course.
Claudette Perrick runs a fine alchemy shop.
What's
You
he
should
running?
check out the Gilded Corral.
How goes it? Rajirad greets you. His brothers are Hasiri and Urjabi. The Black Horse Courier is our Imperial News Service, chartered by the Elder Council. Farewell. It has no master?
Camera stop, distract myself. Termine.
Been better. How about
What's
you?
new with you?
Been better.
I understand data worship is becoming increasingly prevalent in the Sunset.
Speak.
No, I must focus. I have never done the arena.
You have my ear, citizen.
I'm
Greetings,
so happy to
friend.
see you I could burst!
Three brothers have some good merchandise. Don't know if I've met all three brothers, though.
I don't know which is which. Still, it's a good shop they run.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Okay.
To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mainkar Cameron's Commentaries.
Okay.
It is a fairly common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults
Oh yeah, the
to
first
put hidden
letter of the.
messages within their sacred writings. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first test on the road to enlightenment. You've piqued my curiosity about this puzzle. I will think on it myself and let you know if I have any ideas. Check back with me tomorrow after I've given this matter some thought.
Tomorrow,
I'll keep studying the first 2 volumes of the commentaries. Who knows, I might turn up something before you do.
What time is it? 4 p.m. Redas. Okay. Okay. Green Emperor. Way. We were. We were. The tower touches. Midday sun. Midday sun. Emperor Way. Tower touches midday sun. I don't know what this means. Yeah, gotta do some side quests. Yes. Go to the arena.
Well met. Excuse me, I'm Irlav Jarol, a researcher for Arcane University. Aliens are my specialty. You too.
Well met.
Well met. The Anvil Guild has made quite a name for itself under Carahil. Did you hear about the recent murderer they caught? Farewell.
What is it? Speak.
Hail.
That. Actually, it's
What?
not.
Good day.
I think they made the Wood Elves and the High Elves a little bit too similar. Because I think I'm talking to huge Wood Elves, but they're actually probably High Elves.
Speak. Hail, good citizen. How
The
can
feedback
I be of
isn't
service?
fancy, but it fills you up.
They sure do sell food. Yep, you can buy food there.
I've heard others.
No matter what she calls the utmost importance. Safety of the city. Corruption.
Others say the same.
Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
Go on.
Do you want to learn about alteration?
You have my...
I don't feel like the arena is calling me. I'm gonna do one fight. I wanna see if you actually kill the people.
Hello there! Welcome to the arena! I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. I know all the regulars, believe me. If you're looking to join the arena as a combatant, you need to head down to the Bloodworks and talk to Owen, the Blade Master. If you're here to bet on a fight, on the other hand, you're talking to the right man. There are matches all day long, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's a lot of chances to fill your purse with coin. So what do you say?
You
Bet on a
just
match?
watch. I want to bet.
Ah, excellent. I knew you were the gambling type. Well, you can bet on the yellow team or the blue team. The teams are evenly matched, so you've pretty much got a 50-50 chance of winning. So, which team would you like to bet on? Oh, right then. The blue team it is. How much do you want to bet? All right, my friend, you've got 25 gold down on the blue team. Good luck and enjoy the match. Oh, and if you win, come see me for your payout.
Welcome to the arena, good citizens of the Empire. You came to watch a fight, and a fight you shall have. It's the blue team versus the yellow team in a battle to the death.
It's actually a battle to the death. Otherwise, maybe it's just sports or something. What was I thinking? You could see the blood all over.
That's the best you can do. That's the best you can do.
That's the best you can do.
You're pathetic.
You'll never take me down.
Why won't you die?
You'll never take me down.
Die, damn you!
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Die, damn you!
My friends, we
Oh no.
have a winner. Behold,
It's
the
like, I just lost 25 gold.
yellow team. If you bet on the yellow team, see the gatekeeper to collect your winnings.
Kinda sucks. I wouldn't support any of this. They would have told me that it's battle to the death. Some of those very flawed behaviors, humans. I do want to stop the corruption inside of the Odell.
Greetings.
Am I going there?
Good afternoon.
Oh yeah, she's gonna tell me about the corruption.
Feel free to browse, friend. It's nice to see a new shopper. I was afraid I lost any hope of new business ever since Thorinir opened up. I I think you might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Perhaps you can assist us with a problem we're having here in the Market District. Oh, very well. If you change your mind, let me know. It could prove quite lucrative for both of us.
I do need some money. I have to
Feel
pimp
free to
out
browse, friend.
Roscrack Spire.
I think you might be just the kind of... I'm the chairperson for the Society of Concerned Merchants. We formed this group a while back to keep a nice, fair economic balance in town. Not every store is a member, but we're slowly trying to convince them to join. Everything was fine until Thorinir opened his shop nearby. Selling all sorts of merchandise, he undercuts prices like you wouldn't believe. He doesn't always sell what we sell, but it is still a problem. People who buy tend to want to spend their money there. That leaves none for us. It's getting so bad, a few of us may have to close up shop. He outright refuses to join the society or even discuss the matter. We are convinced he's up to no good. What we need is for you to case his establishment and figure out where he gets his inventory. Find some proof of his wrongdoing and let us know. We cannot do it ourselves, as he recognizes all of us. The job pays a fair bounty in gold when he is brought to justice.
Okay.
His inventory must be stolen. It has to be. He prices less than it costs to make some of those things. Go see for yourself. I hope you're more successful uncovering his scheme than we've been. Who told you that? Rustlin and Laronk, those idiots don't know when to stay quiet. Look, I'm not telling you anything, stranger. I don't trust you.
Maybe if I figured out this Thorinir thing, she would trust me.
Everyone comes to the big city to buy and sell. Why not? More stores, better selection, better prices. Thanks again for your help. We had no other place to turn.
Do you need something? Everybody's talking about the hero of Kvanch. They say he actually went into an Oblivion gate and destroyed it.
I've heard others say the same.
True. Bye.
If you're looking for books...
What kind of deal can I make for you today? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Beep. Oh, wait.
Come back and see me again.
What about my inventory? Well, thank you. It's not only a fine assortment of goods, but a bit of a treasure trove. You never know what I'll have in stock. I can see by the look on your face, you wonder where I get all these fantastic items. I'll I'll tell you what I tell everyone else who asks. It's all about who you know. My sources are good, but they are secret. Anyway, have fun looking around, and when you are ready to buy, give me a shout. Goodbye. Hope to see you again very soon.
Why am I a cop? I'm doing cop things, solving corruption and stuff.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good news.
Yes.
From Kavach for a change. The last
Come on, Luke.
for you.
Have any interest in learning to repair weapons? Armor?
I'd rather have someone else just repair it.
Go ahead.
I'd
I'm
hate to
listening.
have to take time to
Good
repair
news.
my
Can you
armor
spare
when I'm doing
a
something
coin?
else.
The last of the Daedra has been driven out.
Captain Dougal's
What great
rumored
news.
treasure has...
Hello again.
Bro, I'm trying to be stealthy. Darn it.
How goes it?
Hail.
What's new with you?
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House, Stress, and Lalu have renounced.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
It's actually an inn here. I didn't know there was this inn. It's actually quite convenient.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Good evening.
Hello again.
What can I do for you?
Not doing anything.
Hello.
What?
What's going on with you?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago. I can't stand those things.
Ugh. I avoid those things whenever I can. Horrible creatures.
Bye.
Bye.
Greetings, Dunmer. Good evening.
Have you heard about
What's
what
new
can I
with
do
you?
for you? They
I
say
ran
that
across a
Daedra
couple
came
of
from
blood crabs
Oblivion.
not long-
What do you want? I do have a bed available for 20 gold a night. Would you like to rent it? Very good. It's up the stairs there. First door on your left. Sleep well.
Be
seeing
oh,
you.
no. Ugly things with
No
their
doubt.
thick shells.
Heard any
and
news
sharp
from the other
claws.
provinces?
Greetings, Dunmer.
How are you today?
Fine. And you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Good.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Hail. Safe travels.
Bye.
Hi there.
How come I cannot sneak? Don't mind me.
Yeah. Inventory? I am a simple trapper. My inventory just consists of pelts and skins. I would hardly call that inventory. Now get out of my way. Yeah. Don't know anyone by that name. Now go away.
Why are you following me? Please, go away. I'm quite busy. Please, I'm very busy.
Yeah. Humph.
Yeah, okay, that's very non-stealthy. Like, this is literally why I cannot... I think it might be this. Oh wow, it's actually that. That's so funny. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Inventory.
Hail!
I understand old Dovin Aron can still teach a bit about alteration.
He's getting older, but he can still teach a bit about alteration. He's been
Aha! Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
They say that slavery
What can I
has
do
been
for you?
abolished in Morrowind. House
Hello
Dress
again.
and Hlalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from servitude.
It seems that...
Hello.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
Oh?
Good
Hello
night.
again.
Goodbye.
What can I do for you?
What's this what? I do have a bed available. Very good. It's up the stairs there. First door on your left. Sleep well. Good day.
Hello again.
How are you? Fan...
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Good morning.
What's new with you?
I ran across a couple of mud crabs not long ago.
A pleasure to speak with you. I turned up copies of the first 2 volumes from my colleagues, and I spent a little time rereading them. Mainkar Cameron certainly is a fascinating writer, undoubtedly insane, but fascinating. But more to the point, it appears to me that the first words of each paragraph may be significant. A message may be hidden there. I'll continue to study the problem. Come by tomorrow if you like. I may think of something else. The first words of each paragraph are the key. I'm sure of it. Well, I shouldn't keep you. Goodbye.
Endlessly rolling, offering. Wow. So cool.
Well
Good to
met.
see you.
Yes, I hope I can help. To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mainkar Cameron's Commentaries. It is a fairly common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first. You've piqued my curiosity about this puzzle. Check back with me tomorrow after. The Holy Book of the Mythic Dawn, supposedly written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. If it exists, it would be an artifact of great and evil power. Bye.
Okay, what she thinks about it. Somewhere.
I don't know. What could we... have done to deserve...
How could the Nine let this happen?
I just can't
Are
sleep.
they angry with
Lie
us?
down and close my
I
eyes,
don't
but I
know.
can't stop
What could we have
thinking
done to deserve this?
Cameron Usurper burned Kvatch too. Kvatch was rebuilt from ruins once before, and she'll do it again.
Come on. Oh. Come on. Yes, little man. No. No. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm actually stuck. Jeez.
Welcome, pilgrim. By Akatosh's grace, what you describe is a time wound. A few years ago, an Elder Scroll was stolen from my order. Only this relic would be powerful enough to pervert the laws of Mundus to this extent. You must retrieve it at all costs, hero. The time wound has not fully opened yet. I will give you the Order's blessing. This should allow you to breach the barrier, but the rest is up to you. Be wary, hero. Whoever is behind this will be a force to be reckoned with. Goodbye.
Another scroll?
We're always on duty.
Move along. What do you want? Maybe we can rebuild, but things will never be the same. We had everything here. Beautiful gardens, fresh mountain air. Did you know Kvatch had the only arena in Cyrodiil outside the Imperial City? All gone now, though. Just smoke and mud and rubble. Goodbye.
I felt it. The flow of time is now once more in accordance with Akatosh's rules. This is truly a heroic feat, and I feel that, with your help, we might prevail against the enemy. You are a true champion to the Nines, and you shall be rewarded. You are hereby made a Paladin of the Hour, and shall receive weapons and gear befitting the hero of Akatosh. What do you want? Very well. Which category? Which type of blade weapon would you like? Sure thing. Anything else? Very well. Which category? Which heavy armor piece would you like? Sure thing. Anything else? Naturally. Good day.